Sent me 99p. No, what did you do that for? Gary saying next month. I agree with you next month. Why did you send me 99p? And that's funny. It'll be good. It'll be good if people are like, I do imagine a future where people. So, just in case people aren't aware, there's not that many people here, but Gary's obviously here. So every single penny that comes to me through this channel, I will be market buying TRVL. Just FYI, I'm not giving it away to charity. Yeah, obviously I'm going to celebrate my my effort with a little bit of pocket money, but just remember, so if you every time someone gives me a little tip, I'll be buying TRVL. So today I'll be buying an extra £1 of TRVL. I'm going to do it right now, actually. I'm going to do it right now. The money hasn't come to me yet, but I'm going to do it on the basis. I'm going to do it live every time. Every time someone tips me, I'm going to go to Bybit. I'm going to market buy TRVL. I'll go to the 1 minute time frame. I just have to work out how much £1 is in dollars. All right, let me just check. What's the conversion rate? Probably not enough to justify moving TRVL. Actually, it's $1.27. I don't think it's enough. You should have tipped me more. Let me see. Can pay me back on. Dude, you tipped me underneath the amount that I'm able to buy TRVL. Right? The minimum buy is 30 TRVL, and $1.27 is 25.56. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna, just for the sake of posterity, I'm gonna buy at market $1.5 worth of TRVL. No limit sales, market here. Ready? Let me just type it in. How much was it again? I can't remember. Oh, I'll just do it by TRVL. It's 30 TRVL. So you see, I'm doing it on my phone. See that? Can you see that? Probably not. Go up. There you go. That was me. Did you see that? That was Gary, actually. That wasn't me. That was Gary. Didn't make any difference to the price action. I will after I buy some TRVL. That's funny. Yeah, so that's funny. I appreciate that, actually. Thanks, Gary. Well, I don't do this for money, but you know, I'm trying to. I do this because I'm enjoying it. TRVL is looking quite good. It's not looking terrible. At all. Let me just go over it. I haven't looked at it today. You see that yesterday we closed underneath that daily level slightly, and today we've had a little bit of a buyout. We're still above this broken trend line. We still haven't lost it. As time passes, obviously the easier it is to not break it, because the lower it goes. And I don't know if we're going to get there or not, but I see some quite strong areas of interest much lower down. Of course, I don't necessarily want it to go down there because it's low. You know, I don't want people to lose value in their portfolios. It's like a 13% drop by Friday. I don't know if I'm expecting that kind of price action either, because when I look at TRVL, I see it's been quite resilient in falling. Like, I'm not seeing that much crazy selling as we did before, and we've seen some buying too. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. Market buying. So a lot of people here are actually market buying, whereas before there were some people were putting their limit orders to absorb the selling. Now people are actually starting to market buy as well. I think eventually we will bottom out. That's what that's the vibe that I'm getting with the price action. It's not a fast moving drop. It's taking a long time to drop. Yeah. So that's my real observation with the way the price has dropped. I feel like it's a lot quicker than this. Yeah. I don't think it's the same. It doesn't look like the same kind of price action to me. Almost back up. You know, it looks very different. Our decline here and the time period of that decline and the volume. Look at the volume. Very different drop to before. Okay, so I'm definitely not getting the same vibes as this. Most people weren't there or weren't looking at this token when this was happening. I was. Yeah, I was also trading this back then. So I was trading small amounts, actually. I was looking to accumulate at the lows here, which I did. I have been. So I'm just think what's happening now is the price is trying to get to its floor price. Yeah, I've talked about the floor price. I think we're in the right area for a floor price, but the exact moment is not going to be confirmed until we go up. Yeah, that's the problem. Breaking this downtrend line was critical, and so far we haven't lost it, so that's quite a good sign. We've created various liquidity levels which we're now coming back into test. This is one, so this is kind of a good test, and let's see if we go down again for a test. Effectively, I think X marks the spot. So if by Saturday or Friday next week, which is the end of the month actually, look, 1st of June, 31st of May, 1st of June, if we were to come into down to here somehow, that should be a really good place to pick up the token. You know, you're coming into the third actual test of this trend line, a daily level at this pivot, and also the back test of that original broken line. So there's quite a large amount of confluence there. Even if you test lower, it doesn't really matter. You still have to go up. You still have to reclaim levels that you've lost back into support. You still have to do that. Now that doesn't change. And so obviously I think it would be better if we go down faster. Yeah. While I don't mind a green candle, like right now I'm looking at a green candle, I'm thinking, yeah, this is nice. This green candles are only good at the bottom when you go up. Yeah. If you create green candles and then go down, they become problematic because you create brand new daily levels which become resistance, and also you're creating brand new order blocks which become sell blocks. When the price finally does go back up, people sell into those green candles. Okay, so green candles are nice when the price is going up, but when the price is going down they can cause problems, and so we don't want to create too many green candles and then go down. If we're going to create green candles, let's at the very least hold the price or go up. Okay, but I mean, I'm not in control of this. It's just buying and selling. The reason why you create green candles is people are market buying. Yeah, which you're seeing here. Look, you see this? These are market buys. Yeah. I don't market buy TRVL. It's really interesting. I haven't been market buying because I'm trying to absorb the selling pressure by putting limit orders. I just put limit orders at the lows. Like here, I put a limit order here. Not much, just a couple of thousand. The point is that eventually we will bottom out. Eventually we will bottom out, and eventually TRVL will become in the spotlight, will be in the spotlight. And when TRVL is in the spotlight, you're going to see maddest FOMO ever. It's going to be crazy. Okay, Now, one of the clues of what's happening in the future is what's happening with Binance. Binance have announced that they're opening up their new tokens to projects, to new projects. Yeah, we've looked at this. I'll have to type it in. Binance. I don't know if it will come up. I'll have a look. Let's see what they say. Let's see what the latest is. Anything interesting? Probably not. I can't find it. I'd have to look. Let me see. Oh, actually, I know where it is. It's in Telegram. Let me open Telegram. Let me see if it's there. I can find it quickly. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Got it from Telegram. So yeah, that's the article. And I've looked at this before. So I can tell you, I can confirm that the Dtravel team are looking into this. Yeah. So the feedback is positive. They are serious. They are taking this very seriously, and they're taking whatever steps are needed to make sure that Dtravel and TRVL are in that spotlight. Okay, so that's the feedback from Dtravel to me personally, because I asked them and I sent them this link and I've asked them again. Okay, so if you need confirmation, then be sure that Dtravel are on this. The other thing that you need to be aware of, or you don't need to be aware of it, but if you want to be aware of it, you can, is that there are plans for Dtravel to be on a new chain very soon. So that's in development as we speak. And that chain will end up in Dtravel and TRVL being exposed potentially to Coinbase. So there's a lot of big things coming, and let me tell you something, that Dtravel is now on the radar of some really key figures in crypto, in Web3. It was only a matter of time, and I think when the token price gets to about 28, 29, 30 cents, it will, okay, then we're going to start getting a lot of real interest from big players. Yeah, so effectively when the price gets up to here, we're here now. Once we get up to about there, I think a lot of big players are going to get interested in like, this is the thing, the price goes up, the more interest it will attract. Yeah, so right now we're just a small micro cap, slightly off the radar, with relatively low liquidity and low volume. I think once that starts to change, and it will change, then we're going to start attracting more and more bigger players who are going to be taking more substantial pieces out of Dtravel. That's going to end up in partnerships with other chains and other crypto projects, and that will probably also end up with more partnerships with real world businesses, because a large portion of Dtravel is the deep in part that requires relationships with traditional businesses in the short vacation rental industry. Okay, so I think it's like, I can't tell you this is the bottom. I can't say. I think breaking that trend line was really good. Holding it and not coming underneath it will be critical, and then some kind of finding support somewhere will be critical for going up. The moment that we're able to take out this high will be your confirmation. Okay, so wherever we find support, as long as we don't come back underneath this trend line, that's not acceptable. It doesn't really matter where, but and then come up. The minute we come back above there, that will be your confirmation. That will be when you know that this is good, and nothing changes in my mind. My destination is still potentially there. Potentially, I'm still thinking there. I'm not thinking anything higher than there. Yeah, I'm still thinking we should potentially do something like this. I will change my view as the price action shows that it's not doing what I'm thinking, it's doing something else. Okay, so that's just TRVL. You know, there was a lot for a large period of time. I remember very clearly. I don't know if anyone was with me. I think some people were. I know Craig was, and Dan, and some others maybe. This is all we had. I remember it very clearly. Like I was live on stream every day. Remember, back in February, thinking what's coming next. Where are we going? You know what's? Oh, then we had that. Then we had that. You know, then we were going up. Like we were thinking, wow, this is amazing. Should we sell? Should we buy? Look, that's where we were. Just to think that we were here, you know, we were here wondering if the price would go up, or look after that red can, wondering if the price would go up, or wondering if now, after such an increase in value, maybe now the price was going to go back down again. And just to think that that was then 28th of February, and now we're just back at that same price. That's all that's happened. Yeah, that's all that's happened. Nothing's really changed. We're back at 28th of February. The only thing that's changed is that we've had a lot of selling. Whereas before we got to our position from a lot of buying, now we've got back to our position after a lot of selling. Yeah, you see, that's the difference. The difference is we're at the same place at a completely different time. One, we got there by buying. Now we've got to where we are by selling. Would you rather buy after everyone has sold, or would you rather buy after everyone has bought and hasn't taken profit yet? Would you rather buy after everyone has taken profit and we're finally at the floor, or would you rather buy after no one has taken profit and was, you know, like, and people are still sitting on unrealized profits? That's the difference. So in terms of the market and the behavior of the market, it's always better to buy after people have taken profit. Yeah, so that's what this volume represents. This volume represents profit taking, but it also represents buying back in after taking profits and people buying in for the first time. Yeah, that's what it reflects. Okay, so people might look at that volume and go, oh my god, look how bearish this is, we've gone down. Actually, when you're looking at the overall range of the volume, let's just take it from here. It does look down, right? But I mean, maybe it's just sideways. Yeah, it does look a little bit down. Okay, but actually maybe it's not. Maybe we're just in some kind of sideways range, and that's what people don't necessarily contemplate. That the price, they think the price is going up and down, but actually usually the price is just range bound and it's going sideways. It's just going from the bottom of the range to the top of the range to the bottom of the range. And I'm thinking now we're coming to some bottom of some sort of range. I'm not saying we don't have to flip important areas back into support. 5.5 is an important area. We do need to flip it back into support. So that's why whatever happens in the future, for the price to go back up there above that level will be a really important development. Okay, that's going to be really important for so many reasons. And obviously the most obvious one is that this would actually look like a bottom then. Okay, and so no one can predict how and when that will happen, but I'm not expecting another red month if next month. Yeah, I'm not expecting that. So potentially we're looking at a red month. I don't know, because we still have a week to go. Don't know how this month will end. Generally speaking, I would say that this month candle is quite bearish because it's closed lower. But the other reason why I don't think it's necessarily that bearish is because this green candle has completely these two candles are inside candles. So this green candle has completely covers the range of these two red candles. So inside candles are just nothing. They're just range bound candles. Yes, when you have this green candle that's holding the price, basically it's keeping the price restricted within the range. And so if we do close somewhere here by next week, I don't know how far down we would go. I don't know if we will. I don't know. I can't tell you. But then I would think that maybe the next month would be some sort of green candle. That's what I would be thinking, because it'd be buying at the bottom of this green candle, and you can see after 2 months increasing volume, and guess where we are? We're still at the bottom of this candle. Yeah, if you think of how much volume has been put in just to take us back down, look how much volume came in to take us up, look how much volume has come in to take us down, and look where we're back at the same place. Yeah, so obviously there's been buying. You can see that. Look at the volume. It's increasing volume, and we're back at the same place. We haven't moved. If it was just selling with all of this volume, there's no way we'd be here. We'd be down here somewhere. All right. So that's just what I'm seeing in the charts. If I saw something else, I would say I'm not seeing crazy bearishness. I'm just seeing range bound behavior. Lots of market buying, lots of market selling in the current price action. People are just kind of positioning in or doing some kind of jazz with that. Let me have a look at Slurf. I'll go back to Slurf, because Slurf is kind of finding resistance kind of where I wanted it to.